Good afternoon. It's Friday the 1st of September, and so it's the first day of spring, and in front of me is Tennessee Gold, and I'm really thrilled to have her back. I've missed her. I didn't get her before the last preparation, and I have to say, normally I don't do the videoing on the ground like this, but I want you to see how good she looks. She looks absolutely sensational, so hopefully I've got it covered on this camera, because sometimes I'm not very good at the body shots, but she looks great. And when Darren dropped her off, he said that it's the biggest that she's ever spelled. He did tell me how much she weighed, and I'm sorry, I've forgotten, but she has plenty of her. She's a little fat mama. She looks really good, and she's eating heaps and heaps and heaps, which is fantastic as well. She's a lovely style of horse. I'm very, very happy to have her back. So anyway, I'm going to get on her, but I just wanted you to have a look at her, because she does. She looks wonderful, and she's healthy. She's got a winter coat still, and she's only just starting to molt. She's hanging on to it for a while, which is pretty smart. But anyway, it's a sunny day for the first day of spring here in Kyneton. Do I sound surprised? Yes, I am surprised, because the sun doesn't come out very often here. So she's got a lovely head. So I know you guys call her Priscilla or Scylla. I call her Curiosity, because she's always sticking her nose... Actually, I've got to get a whip. Sorry. She's always sticking her nose in everybody else's business, and she has not changed at all about that. She wants to know what's going on. You stand for me, girl. Oh, she's a good girl. I like having the ones I know back, because you know you can get on them. Hey, she was full of herself yesterday. Come on, sweetheart, let's go. She's had her teeth done. They were sharp, but just hadn't been done probably for 12 months. And so she'll get the most of her food. And she is eating so much. Honestly, I've never had her eat so much. I know I probably haven't had her here for 18 months, but she's eating close to 9 kilos of grain a day. So she's on, what's she getting? She's getting 4 kilos of microspeed, 4 kilos of calm-performance pellet, and then she's getting 1 kilo of Equijewel, which is a high-fat supplement pellet to get the weight on her. And she's eating it all, plus her chaff. The only thing she doesn't eat much of is hay. But that's just her. I don't care, as long as she eats the food. Come on, girl, let's go. So she's dawdling her way out, which is not a surprise, because she's just got to check everything out. She's got plenty of personality. She's not dead set quiet, as in, she shies a bit and has a bit of a play here and there, but she doesn't have any real shit in her. So she's... which is great, and it's good to have her back. And since she's had her teeth done, she's better in the hand. She's rounding up, and she's going much better in the contact again, which is good. So you always, I ride her long stirrups, because she is quite looky, typical filly, and a filly that gets fed so much. So she's just at her trot and canter stage. She'll look at going to the track probably middle to end of next week, and I'll see how she behaves. If she's not too strong and erratic, then she can do a little bit of 3/4 and get moving along. But anyway, we'll just play that one by ear next week. So for the minute, she's just doing her roadwork miles, and she's good. She says, "Oh, there's cows over there. Come on, sweetheart." She goes well with another horse out here too. Probably easier to ride with another one. They always are. But I don't have another rider most of the time, so she has to do it by herself. Come on. She likes, come on, so I've got to kick her along a bit. Come on, girl. She says, "Oh, there's cows over there." Well, they don't need your help. You just get on and do your work. Come on, lovey. So it's nice and dry. We've had a week of dry weather, so things have dried out, which is great, because it was getting very wet and sloppy. And she's a good girl. So she's got her ears pricked. She's intelligent. Probably looking for something to shy at, to be honest with you, but no, she's intelligent. She's an intelligent horse, but she is. She's got personality. Good girl. Come on, come on, come on. A little bit of wind blowing too, so it only takes a leaf or a stick to blow, and she'll have a bit of a play at it. Come on, just trot along and pay attention. So you can see she just looks to the right and then she looks to the left. She doesn't just sort of get on and do a job. She's got to just be checking everything out, just in case something needs her help. I actually would have thought she would have grown up a bit and given it away, but she hasn't changed one bit, although other than the fact that she's a lot more mature physically, she's exactly the same horse. Come on, girl. I haven't looked at her gear. I wouldn't be surprised if she was a blinkers horse. Come on. Shine at nothing. Come on. Come on. She's always been a bit of a shyer. But obviously if you're feeding them heaps and heaps, which I am, they can get a little bit overfed and underworked, and that's why she needs to start stepping up her work next week, because she's waiting to explode. Well, you can canter. Come on. Come on. Good girl. She can have a little bit of a play underneath you sometimes. Come on, girl. Good girl. Sheep over there. Don't mind the sheep, do you, girl? That's good. Come on. Just round up and soften. So she's a bit roly-poly in her back. She'd be liking to have a bit of a play right now, but she's being good. She's keeping it together. Come on. Come on. Talk her through this drain. It's a bit scary. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. She said, yeah, it is, and then she has a play afterwards. Thanks, Tennessee. And the thing about her, she plays every day. It's just her. She's just got lots of personality, but it's just a bit of fun. She's always been like this. Come on, that's been silly. Come on. Come on. Come on, go straight. She's going a bit crooked, that's better. So she's nice and low in the neck, as you can see. She's round and soft on the contact. When she plays, she grabs a bit, but she comes back underneath you. Come on, sweetheart. Good girl. And wool. And wool. Trotting on, come on. Her action's good. She's never been a massive mover, but she's just been a nice sort of moving horse, and her action feels good. She's a good girl. This is a downhill thing. You can't really tell on the camera it's downhill, but it is. Come on, sweetheart. She's just slowing down. Sort of weight on her bum a bit, so there's not too much weight on the front end. Come on, pay attention. Go straight. Go straight. Thank you. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. She's a good girl. Run out, see if I can find a shadow for you. Oh, it's a bit behind her, so you don't get to see her very well, but that's her there. Might be better on the way up. Come on. Come on, come on. She's a good girl. It was -4 here this morning. Very big frost. It's warming up a bit, but it's probably lucky to be 6 degrees or 7 degrees now. But I'm not cold. She's not cold. Come on, girlie. I suppose you all just get used to it, don't you? Hey, hey. Come on, sweetheart. Come on. Good girl, and she can turn and have a canter up the hill. Good girl. And wool. So I'm just cutting her work a little bit short so that you just get a short bit of video, get her footage, but don't get to listen to me babble on for hours. Come on, she wants to play. You're not playing, lovey. Come on, trot, 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 trot. Come on. Good girl, you can canter. Good girl. She's looking for something to get into a bit of mischief. That's what I meant. And you can feel it underneath her. She's ticking like a little time bomb, waiting to have a bit of an explosion. But she sort of lets you know. So that's her shadow there. You see she's nice and round, soft. I'll show you her head down. She's just cheeky. Come on, go straight. Come on. She's a good girl. That's her. She heads down, cantering up the hill, doing her job. Not 100% paying attention, but she's doing her job. Come on, sweetie girl. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Probably thrown a bit to the Royal Academy, personality-wise. I think her mum's a Royal Academy mare. They used to be a little bit sort of playful and stuff. The Lonros are more this sort of type and colour and shape and style of horse. But don't generally have sort of a buck or a play. They're pretty rock solid horses, just a bit high strung, whereas she just has a bit of a play and a bit of character, which I think she gets from her mum. Come on, lovey, trot, trot. Come on, forward, 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 forward. She has an old tear in her hind quarter that she never used to have the last time I saw her. Usually it comes about if they've tied up. So and that's, you know, the muscles lack. And if they happen to do a bit of fast work when they're tied up, then they can tear their muscles. And you can sort of say, well, how can that happen? But unfortunately, you know, you go out there to do your fast work, you don't necessarily know they've tied up until after you've done the work, when they've pulled up a bit stiff and short behind, and the damage is already done. So she does have that. I don't think it's given her any problems now, but just you got to be aware that she's obviously tied up in her last prep somewhere along the line. It was good to see that she'd won a race for you, you know, on her breeding and stuff. She promised that she was going to be a good horse, but unfortunately her temperament and her not liking, I'll just pull up for these sheep being silly, her not being very good traveller hasn't helped with her racing at all. But you know, she got the win and she's travelled better, and she's obviously a much more mature horse to be able to travel like she has to come here, and then, you know, she really hasn't missed any of her food since she's been here. So she's obviously a much better horse, which would suggest that this prep's going to be even better. Come on, girl, they're gone, don't worry about them. She said there were fast moving sheep in front of me and I was frightened. That's enough to make her look for any beast that could possibly pop out at her. Come on. She is quite lucky. You got to keep your legs on, you don't take her for granted. She knows to go forward. So you wouldn't, that's the bird that just got her then. So she's no brave warrior, that's for sure. Good girl, come on. But she's always been like this. So anyway, that's her, and I'll give you another report on her when she's up doing her 800 evens and her track work. So anyway, pleased to have her back. She's welcome anytime. Thanks. I'll speak to you soon. Have a good weekend. Bye.